Hi YouTube, welcome back to Tamara's Tarot Oracle channel. I just came across a neat little video that Brian Cormack just finished posting, and that was in response to one of his friends. I believe her name is, sorry, it's on my phone and my phone's not cooperating. It was his response to his friend Diane Jarecki. I hope I'm saying that right. So I was a little bit intrigued, and I thought that I would hop on board and participate. I am using one of my favorite tarot decks, the Tarot of the Old Path, and I'm just a little bit obsessed with it at the moment. It just really calls to me, so I feel like for this reading I'm going to be using this particular deck. I don't celebrate, whoopsie, I'm dropping cards here. I don't celebrate Easter, but I do wish everyone a very happy Easter. And I thought that because April begins tomorrow, let's see what the month ahead has in store. Okay, so the first question, there are 4 questions, I believe. The first question is, in what way am I fooling myself? Okay, so in what way am I fooling myself? In what way? I love shuffling this deck, by the way. In what way am I fooling myself? In what way am I fooling myself? Okay. Okay. Kind of just slide it and see which card, it breaks sort of that way, and then I choose the card on top. So in what way am I fooling myself? The Ace of Pentacles. So perhaps that's letting me know that I think that I have more security than I do. Perhaps the things that I wouldn't say I expect but would like are maybe not as readily available as I would like and as I would hope. So perhaps more work and more time and energy and effort needs to go into making those things attainable and readily available. I love the Ace of Pentacles because I look at it as the most fortuitous card in the deck. So perhaps I think I am further along than I am, which I think makes sense. I think there are definitely areas in my life I could be pushing myself. So that's a really good indication and kind of just nudging me along to remind me that, okay, these things are within your reach and you do want these things, but they're not quite yours yet. And so maybe you might think that they are, but perhaps more needs to be done for that to happen. Okay, so that's how I am fooling myself. The Ace of Pentacles. I love this deck. It is so sweet and I love it. The second question in response to Brian Cormack's or Diane, sorry, I'm like all over the place. Video tag is number 2. What surprises does April hold for me? What surprises does April hold for me? My birthday's in May, but no. I'll have to ask again in May. What surprises does April hold for me? Okay. So we get the 4 of Pentacles. It's kind of miserly. It's about being very possessive and almost like closing yourself off. I am a little bit, well, I mean, I like possessions. I'm very particular with my things, especially certain tarot decks. Like certain decks I'll just use for myself and that's it, and I won't let anyone else touch. What was the question? Sorry. Gosh, I'm like so out to lunch today. Number 2, what surprises does April hold for me? So maybe through the conscientious awareness of needing to do more and put in more time, energy, and effort in order to attain the things that I may believe that I had already, maybe I am putting a lot more focus and emphasis on those things. And so I'm putting a lot more, like I just said, emphasis on material possessions and accumulating or attaining wealth. Maybe working more and getting the things that I want more, and kind of maybe not sharing those things. So, I mean, I need to turn that into more of a positive, maybe just assessing what I have and being grateful and appreciating what I have, but also not being too wrapped up in what I have, or too wrapped up in myself rather, and being aware of others and not being too closed off, and also not losing that compassion or empathy that is important to have for others. So definitely being aware. It's interesting because both cards were pentacles. So it's definitely putting emphasis on, I keep saying that word, but on the earthly material aspects, work, that kind of thing. And definitely to be aware that it's nice to have things, but it's also nice to share the wealth. Okay. The third question is, my screen keeps going off. I should have had this written down. What is blooming for me now? Okay, that's a nice question. What is blooming for me now? Over here in the northern hemisphere, it is still so cold, which is not, it's just awful. Normally it's warmer by now this time of year here in Canada. And I'm not even in the coldest part of Canada. I'm just outside of Toronto, so we're actually quite lucky. It could be a lot worse. Okay, sorry, sidetracked again. What is blooming for me now? What is blooming for me? Oh, card just did its own thing, so that will be the card I select. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. It's another Pentacles. This deck is very shuffled. That is so funny. This is the Six of Pentacles. So what's blooming for me now? So I guess it's really being aware of that tendency to hold within, keep to myself. And I guess I took that advice of what I just spoke about, and I am definitely sharing the wealth or spreading the wealth. So, it could also be accepting help from another, maybe financially. And that's okay, because there's such a thing as give and take. And as long as you're not continually taking, it's okay to receive. It's okay to have gratitude for the things that people are able to do to help you to better your situation, because in turn that helps them. I mean, I feel great when I can help someone, and it makes me feel like my heart feels full. So I think it's nice that that there is that opportunity of give and take, and being in a situation perhaps to be able to do that. So very nice. Okay, fourth and final question. So this video doesn't go on for like a half an hour like most of my other videos. What can I do to transform my life? Ooh, that is definitely a work in progress. What can I do to transform my life? I'd laugh if this was another Pentacles, but because I said that, it's not going to be. What can I do to transform my life? What can I do to transform my life? I mean, it's not just one thing, right? But what can I do to transform my life? Okay. See, it's a wands, which is great, because rods in this case, in this particular deck, because that's about the creative energy and drive and force that moves you along. So, in transformation or transforming one's own situation, and that, like a fire being mutable and constantly, changing directions and things like that, it makes perfect sense that I received a wands card. So this one's 3 rods. So this is great. What can I do to transform my life? Perhaps working with someone, collaborating, and definitely having things moving and shaking and watching things grow, but obviously not just sitting back and expecting them to happen miraculously. Like I have to obviously be in it to win it. I don't know, it just sprang to mind. But this is definitely growth. There's growth on the horizon, positive changes, perhaps some great working partnerships, and great collaboration and creativity and teamwork and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's a really positive card. So I'm excited that is sort of the start for my transformation, because I mean, transformation to me is growth. And this card, the Three of Wands or the Three of Rods, is growth. That is exactly what it is to me. It is about expanding one's horizons and really moving things along. So that is that. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to post everything in relation to the tag and everything, and excited that I could join in and participate. And happy Easter once again for all those celebrating. And happy Fool's Day for tomorrow and the 1st of April. And I will see everyone very soon. Take care.